Hey, did you know that Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood spent 10 years at the top of my anime list? Anyway, before we get started, please like, comment, and subscribe. That would be much appreciated. I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers. Help me get there. And yeah, welcome to the video. This is one of those videos I am struggling to make, and it was something I saw last year that left me so puzzled. And today, I just want you to walk with me. I want you to hear me out. I don't want to come off as condescending. I don't want to come off as pretentious. But there's a topic that came out last year from very popular anime-tubers that was set alight in the anime sphere. And it was one of those moments where I was so perplexed at what I was hearing. Obviously, by the title, you can tell what I'm about to talk about. But I want to tell you right now, I just want you to walk with me. I also want to share with you, I think it's weird to think anime isn't political when a lot of people's favorite anime is Attack on Titan. I think it's weird to not think anime is political, and Full Metal Alchemist has been the top anime for the last decade. That's weird. And, that's weird. Like, I spent a good bit of my time watching video essays. A lot of anime YouTubers were very much so inspirations to me. I love Super Eye Patch Wolf. I love so many different other ones. I can't even shout them all out. I came from an AMV background where I watched Bleach and Naruto moments that stuck with me on MySpace before YouTube was even the place I wanted to spend a good bit of my time in childhood. I've read manga my entire life. I was born in Hawaii, so the anime influence, we got manga because I lived on base, and a lot of people from Okinawa or other places in Japan would come over, and they would bring over anime and manga. My mom brought over Sailor Moon. I wish I still had it, but I don't. These are stories that have been so a part of my life, and I wanted to tell you that when people were saying that anime wasn't political, it kind of hurt my feelings.
Why?
And it hurt my feelings because I as someone who reads a lot of media, I read books. I read so many books. If I could show you the photos of my living room, you would think I was a bit of a hoarder. I'm not. I'm just someone that doesn't own a TV. It hurt my feelings because, one, people's favorite animes are way too political for these opinions to exist. I'm sorry. If you have FMAB in your top 10, we can't talk. This conversation should never come out of your lips. If you love AOT, bro, what are we talking about? You are deeply philosophical and political. It is literally, and then one of the hardest arguments, or one of the hardest byproducts of it, is One Piece political. I was so perplexed at do we not understand what we were watching? And that comes off so pretentious. It does because you're questioning people's media literacy, and I know people are tired of that word. But how do we watch One Piece and not at least understand that three things? Oda loves weird proportions. Oda loves a fake out death, and Oda loves to free the slaves. That's most of One Piece, Brody. How do you watch an anime like Cowboy Bebop and not see so many political overtones and predictions. Like the first episode of Cowboy Bebop is literally about how inequality creates desperation. Oh, the story is so harrowing that like it stuck with me. It was in my nightmares as a kid. Oh, or listen, I'll go to a more like recent storytelling because most people probably haven't seen Cowboy Bebop, which is kind of wild when I think about it. Oh, time is so crazy. How can you watch JJK and not get one of the most core themes of it? Listen, you can get caught up in the pacing, you can get caught up in the fights, you can get caught up in the brutality, you can get caught up in all that. But JJK is about a corrupt system and how it affects the people of part of it. How Gojo is one of the most powerful people in Jujutsu, but he is powerless to change the system internally. Now he makes strides to change it, but in most of his dialogue, he is hoping that one day he never has to be the key piece of the system. He trains Yuji, Kugisaki, and all these other characters with his wisdom to change a system that destroyed Toji, that marred Maki and made her literally into a psycho killer. I mean, you know, a system that created the struggles that now the youth, the youngest, the most vulnerable has to now fix because adults did not care about anything but power, status, and self-importance. Like the entire anime is about that. There's no escaping that theme. The reason why I know I'm right about at least Jujutsu is like, do you realize in the next iteration, there's this moment where it confirms that the system has changed. There's a moment where they say you can't even do solo missions anymore. It's so frustrating to hear that anime isn't political when so many different anime is filled with historical references, conversations of racism, conversations of sexuality. Now, this is like shonen has grown to be way more political since I've gotten older. It's not about getting stronger and protecting our families and people that we love. It's more about the nuances of storytelling. That's why you get a story like Tokyo Ghoul, where our place in the story shifts and changes, where you get a story where Gintama is about protection, but it's also about what's right and how that plays into found family and connections between others. I feel as though sometimes I just watched anime that was talking directly to the world and letting me know that it doesn't have to be the way that it is. Because when I grew up, I sound so old, I'm really not. When I grew up, things were different. Things were a bit harder. I love that we live in a time where people are freely able to express themselves. I love that we live in a time where people examine media and are able to see themselves in the characters that they love. I love that we live in a time where there's more choices in what you're able to enjoy. Go watch your local shoujo. You need to do that. You need to go experiment and watch other things. I love that we live in a time where movies and anime and experiences are all melded together, and you can watch something like The Boy and the Heron and realize it is about a person's personal struggle with loss, grief, and growth and change, and you feel something in these stories. If you made it to this far in the video, I want to tell you, be present. Be present in what you're watching. Be present in the themes. And If you don't even fully grasp what you're watching, give it the time to sit with you. Allow media to not just be flashing colors and sakuga. Allow media to actually influence you and make you ponder what you're watching. Don't be blind to the ideas the author is painstakingly taking the time to share with you. And I understand that may not be the sexiest, but it's okay to think a little bit deeper about things that are being shown to you, the choices that characters make, and the villainy and the choices the villains even make. A lot of anime nowadays do not have villains that are simply villains because being bad is what they like. A lot of times we have villains that are deeply flawed and were made this way by the very society we're trying to protect and change. So all in all, I made this video because anime is a powerful medium that we should not be blind to the ideas and the counterculture that it produces. Please do not shut off your ears to the themes, the ideas. Give yourself the chance to interact sincerely with what the author's giving to you. If you made it to the end of the video, I appreciate you so entirely much. I'm getting so many views on my videos. Like, I'm just happy if I break 300 most days. And I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what anime made you realize that anime is more than just cartoons, you know? Talk to me. Let me know how you feel. I hope you enjoy your Friday. I hope it's getting warmer because it went back to being cold where I'm at. So, take care, be well, good luck, and I'll see you in the next one.